What up, pedalheads? It's your main man, Eddie Motz here, back with another edition of 5 Minutes or Less. That's right, heavy metal reviews in breakneck speeds, and I've got a good one for all of you today. But before we get into that, I just want to remind all of you to please smash that subscribe button. That's right, hit it, like the channel, like the videos. We try to come up with as much content as I possibly can for all of you to enjoy, and hopefully you are enjoying it. Like I said, we've got a good one for all of you. Now, the person that I'm covering today really shouldn't need an introduction, but since we are in the music world, why not? I'll do it anyways. I'm covering the album Cathedral by John Carpenter. That's right. For those of you that don't know, John Carpenter is the master of horror, right? Halloween from 1978. He did the soundtrack. He did the film, everything, right? Guy was a master genius, and so on and so forth in his career, from The Thing to, They Live and Big Trouble in Little China. The list goes on and on and on. Well, he's teamed up once again with his son, Cody Carpenter, and then British musician Daniel Davies to do Cathedral. Now, Cathedral was born from a dream that John Carpenter had in 2024 about an evil spirit of sorts that lives in the catacombs of an old church, right? And he put it all to pen and paper, and what they came up with is absolutely brilliant. Okay, it is the perfect fusion of synths, guitars, and everything. It kind of reminds you of what Goblin and various other Italian composers had done back in the day with their horror films and things of that nature. But, I mean, obviously he does it in his style and only the best that he can do. Primeval is the example of that Goblin-esque kind of track, which is very well, and it goes real good. The synths with the metal, perfect. Inside Out is a symphonic doom metal track that builds so much suspense. Elevator is just, if you're thinking of Carpenter Brute and what he's trying to do with the dance metal genre, this is exactly it. And this track, Elevator. And then there's the opposite with the next track called Elevator 2, which I'm going to combine with Desolation in the Underworld, because these are very eerie sounding cinematic soundscapes that Carpenter and company create. And it reminds you why you love John Carpenter soundtracks in the first place. Okay, The Ferryman is the perfect symmetry of guitars and synth. Lord of the Underground is a cool goth rock track that will make Ghost jealous that they didn't come up with this track on their own. And then the last three tracks on the album, Back to Ruins, Revenge, and Resolution, fittingly I put them together because they feel very cinematic. It feels like the conflict, the actual fight, and then the aftermath in each one of those tracks respectively, and it's awesome. This is probably going down as one of my favorite releases of 2026, and I'm not a huge soundtrack kind of guy. You know what I mean? I usually avoid scores, but this has got me interested even more, like what Goblin did for me when it came to all of their soundtracks. So I highly recommend this to anyone who loves John Carpenter and loves what he's done, loves Goblin and what they did, so on and so forth, right? Make sure you check this out. I gave it 4.9 stars out of 5 for a final grade. You heard it here. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I try to come up with as much content as humanly possible. And as always, stay metal.